Did you know that by the age of 70, more than 1 in 3 older adults experiences, especially in the legs? This silent condition, called sarcopenia, doesn't just make you feel weaker. It affects how far you can walk, how safely you can climb stairs, and whether you can get up from a chair without help. Every year, millions of seniors suffer falls that lead to broken bones, hospital stays, or worse, not because they're clumsy, but because their legs simply give out. But here's the real surprise. Many of these cases could have been prevented, or at least slowed down, by correcting one simple nutritional deficiency that's incredibly common after age 60. It's not a fancy supplement. It's not a workout routine. It's something most seniors overlook every day, and it might be the reason you feel weaker or tire out faster than you used to. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect your strength and stay steady, mobile, and independent. If staying strong and independent as you age matters to you, and I know it does, go ahead and tap that like button. It lets us know we're helping you take control of your health. And if you'd like more simple, science-backed tips for aging powerfully, hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Tell us in the comments, have you noticed your legs feeling weaker lately? Let's talk honestly for a moment. Getting older changes things. Not just the color of your hair or the way your skin feels, but the strength in your legs, your balance, your stamina. And one day, often without warning, something as simple as walking across a parking lot starts to feel harder. You find yourself taking shorter walks, stopping to rest more often, or even avoiding the stairs altogether. Maybe you've started grabbing onto furniture as you move from room to room, or holding your breath when stepping out of the tub, hoping you don't slip. These little adjustments become part of your daily routine, and most people chalk it up to just aging. But here's the truth. While aging is natural, the sudden weakness in your legs, or feeling like you can't walk as far as you used to, is not just aging. It's a red flag. A signal that something inside your body, something essential, is missing. And yet, most doctors don't test for it unless you ask. Most people don't even know it's missing until they've had a fall or a close call. That's what makes this issue so dangerous. It sneaks up slowly, quietly, and before you know it, your sense of freedom starts to shrink. Imagine this. You used to walk your dog around the block. Then one day, halfway through, you feel winded, your legs ache, and you need to sit down. Then one day, halfway through, you feel winded, your legs ache, and you need to sit down. Or picture yourself at a family gathering, and instead of playing with your grandkids in the yard, you're stuck sitting on the porch, not because you don't want to play, but because your legs just can't keep up anymore. It's frustrating. It's emotional. And let's be honest, it can feel embarrassing. Many older adults feel too proud to mention it. They don't want to burden their family, so they say nothing. They sit more. They move less. They quietly adapt to a smaller world, giving up activities, independence, and joy, simply because they don't realize their body is starved for a nutrient it used to absorb easily. What's worse is that this missing piece doesn't just affect your muscles. It can also affect your energy levels, your bones, your mood, even your sleep. So now, walking gets harder, stairs become scary, and you start wondering, is this what the rest of my life is going to feel like? But here's the good news. There is an answer. A simple one. One that thousands of studies have proven to be effective, and it doesn't require expensive therapies or complicated workouts. It's something you can start doing today. Something that can quietly rebuild the strength in your legs, improve your balance, and help you walk further again with confidence. And no, we're not talking about magic pills or trendy powders. This is something real, something your body already knows how to use. The problem is, after age 60, Our bodies just don't get enough of it anymore. Not from food, not from the sun, and not from our daily routines. We'll get to that in just a moment, because before we talk about the solution, we have to understand just how deep this problem runs. Nearly 60% of older adults are deficient in this key nutrient, and they don't even know it. According to the National Institutes of Health, it's one of the most common deficiencies in people over 65, and it's strongly linked to fatigue, weak legs, more falls, and slower walking speed. One study found that seniors with low levels of this nutrient were almost twice as likely to suffer a fall compared to those who had healthy levels. Twice as likely. And we know that falls are the #1 cause of injuries and hospitalizations in older adults. So if your legs have been feeling unsteady, if you've been relying on railings or walking slower than you used to, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck this way. There's a fix. A natural, proven fix. And we're about to reveal what it is, Doc. So, what is this missing piece? This nutrient that quietly vanishes from your life after 60, making your legs weaker and walking more difficult? It's vitamin D. Yes, the sunshine vitamin. But don't let the nickname fool you. Vitamin D isn't just about keeping your bones healthy. It's one of the most powerful allies your body has when it comes to muscle strength, balance, and mobility. And for seniors, it could mean the difference between walking confidently or falling unexpectedly. Let me explain. Vitamin D plays a central role in how your muscles contract and relax. Think of your muscles like a team of workers, and vitamin D is their supervisor. Without it, they become confused, sluggish, and weak. That's why low levels of vitamin D are directly tied to muscle atrophy, especially in the legs and hips, the very muscles that help you stand up, stay steady, and walk with ease. But here's where it gets even more serious. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had 30% more leg strength and were significantly less likely to experience balance problems. Another 2020 meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition concluded that vitamin D supplementation improved lower limb muscle strength and reduced fall risk in older adults. That's not wishful thinking. That's real, measurable improvement. And yet, according to the CDC, nearly 6 out of 10 older adults in the U.S. are deficient in vitamin D. Why? Because as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Add to that the fact that many seniors spend more time indoors, wear more protective clothing, or live in places with limited sun exposure. And it's a recipe for deficiency. It's even more pronounced in people with darker skin tones, or those with certain medical conditions like diabetes, thyroid disease, or osteoporosis. And let's not forget that very few foods naturally contain enough vitamin D to make up for the gap. This is why so many seniors who seem otherwise healthy suddenly experience weakness in their legs, slow recovery after sitting, or unexplained fatigue when walking short distances. Their muscles are starved, not for protein, but for the nutrient that activates and supports those muscles. Let's go even deeper. Vitamin D also plays a critical role in helping your body absorb calcium, which is essential for strong bones. Weak bones plus weak muscles? That's a dangerous combination. You see, if your leg muscles can't support you during a stumble or slip, and your bones are already fragile, even a minor fall can lead to a serious fracture. But when vitamin D is restored to healthy levels, the body begins to rebuild. Muscle fibers become more responsive. Balance improves. And walking, something so many people take for granted, becomes less of a struggle and more of a joy again. Now, some people think it's too late, that by the time they feel leg weakness, the damage is done. But that's not true. It's never too late to start nourishing your muscles. In fact, One study in the Archives of Internal Medicine found that seniors who began supplementing with vitamin D after the age of 70 saw a 19% reduction in fall risk within just a few months. Not years, months. The benefits don't take forever to show up. They begin sooner than you think. And don't worry, we're not suggesting massive doses or complicated regimens. The good news is that getting your vitamin D levels back to where they need to be is safe, simple, and affordable. In most cases, it involves just a few changes to your daily routine, and we'll walk you through those in just a moment. But before we do, let's clear up a common misconception. Some people say, well, I drink milk, isn't that enough? Or I go outside sometimes. Unfortunately, that's rarely enough after 60. The amount of vitamin D added to milk is relatively low, and just being outside isn't the same as getting full-body sun exposure. Especially if you're wearing long sleeves, a hat, or sunscreen, which blocks the UVB rays needed for vitamin D production. The truth is, our needs change as we age. What worked in your 30s and 40s may not be enough now. And that's okay, because now you know. Now you're equipped with the knowledge to make a change. So, if you've been feeling like your legs just don't work like they used to, if your energy fades quickly, if you've been feeling a bit unsteady or slower on your feet, this could be why. Vitamin D isn't just about sunshine and smiles. It's about strength. It's about stability. It's about staying active, mobile, and independent. And most importantly, it's about protecting your freedom. Let's now talk about exactly how you can raise your vitamin D levels safely and effectively. Starting today, now that we understand the power of vitamin D and how deeply it affects leg strength, balance, and mobility, the next step is turning this knowledge into action and doing it in a way that's easy, gentle, and fits into your life. You don't have to make huge changes overnight. In fact, even one small step today can start moving you towards stronger legs and more confident walking in the weeks ahead. Let's go through it together. First, let's begin with the most natural way to get vitamin D, sunlight. When UVB rays from the sun touch your skin, your body begins producing vitamin D. But here's the thing. After age 60, your skin becomes less efficient at this process. So you'll need more consistent and intentional exposure than you did in your younger years. Experts recommend spending about 20 minutes in the morning sun, 2 to 3 times a week, with your arms, hands, or face uncovered. That means no gloves, long sleeves, or heavy hats if the weather allows. Early morning sun is gentle and safe, especially before 10 a.m. Just sitting by a sunny window doesn't count. Glass blocks the UVB rays you need. It has to be direct sunlight on your skin. If you live in a cloudy climate, or you're indoors most of the time, don't worry. You can still support your vitamin D levels through diet, and that's where foods come in. Let's talk about what to eat. Vitamin D doesn't show up in every food. It's found in just a handful of natural sources. But if you include these in your meals a few times a week, you'll be taking a powerful step toward nourishing your muscles and bones. First up is fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These fish are rich in natural vitamin D and also contain healthy omega-3 fats that support heart and brain function. 2 extra wins for seniors. Just a 3-ounce serving of cooked salmon, for example, can give you more than 70% of your daily vitamin D needs. Next is egg yolks. Not the whites. The yellow center is where the vitamin D lives. Adding a few eggs per week to your breakfast or lunch is a simple, affordable way to give your body a boost. Another excellent source? Mushrooms, specifically. The kind that have been exposed to sunlight or UV light. These mushrooms actually produce vitamin D, just like humans do, and you'll find them labeled as UV exposed at many grocery stores. Also, look for fortified foods like certain brands of orange juice, plant-based milks, or breakfast cereals. Fortified means vitamin D has been added during processing. Just be sure to check the label and choose options with lower added sugars. And of course, dairy products like milk and yogurt often contain added vitamin D too, but the levels are modest, so they shouldn't be your only source. Now, if you're not getting enough from sunlight and food, which, let's be honest, most older adults aren't, it's time to consider supplements. Here's where it's important to get it right. Look for vitamin D3, not D2. D3 is the form your body uses best. It's more effective, longer lasting, and studies show it raises blood levels of vitamin D more efficiently. So, what dose should you aim for? The general recommendation for seniors is around 800 to 1,000 IU per day, but some people may need more depending on their current levels. Always talk to your healthcare provider or pharmacist before starting, especially if you take medications or have kidney issues. Take your vitamin D supplement with a meal that includes some fat, like eggs, avocado, or olive oil. This helps your body absorb it more effectively. Taking it on an empty stomach may lead to poor absorption, and that means wasted effort. Here's one more bonus tip that most people don't realize. Magnesium helps your body activate vitamin D. Without enough magnesium, even high doses of vitamin D may not work properly. So it's smart to include magnesium-rich foods in your diet as well, like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Or ask your doctor if a magnesium supplement might be helpful. Now remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. You don't have to eat perfect meals or chase the sun every morning. Even one extra walk outside, one added serving of salmon, or one daily supplement can make a difference. This is about building habits, gentle ones, that restore the strength and energy your body has been quietly asking for. And the best part? You're not alone. Thousands of seniors every year make these small changes and experience real improvement. You're not behind. You're right on time, and your body will thank you for every bit of nourishment you give it. Now you might be wondering, how soon will I start to feel the difference? That's a great question, and the answer is sooner than you might think. Most seniors who begin restoring their vitamin D levels, either through food, sun exposure, or supplements, start noticing changes within just a couple of weeks. In the first 2 weeks, many people report feeling less fatigued during everyday tasks. That walk to the mailbox? It doesn't feel quite as exhausting. Your legs might still feel a little tired, but not like they're giving out on you. You might even start standing up from a chair with more ease. By the 1-month mark, studies show you could experience better balance and stability. This is when you may notice fewer stumbles, less wobbling when reaching for something, and more confidence on uneven surfaces, like stepping off curbs or navigating stairs. Around 2 to 3 months in, if you've been consistent, your body is likely working at a whole new level. Your muscle strength improves, especially in the hips and thighs, the very areas that keep you mobile and upright. This is also when your bones begin to benefit from better calcium absorption, making them more resistant to breaks or fractures. Most importantly, you'll begin to feel a subtle but powerful shift: freedom. You're not planning your day around fatigue. You're not hesitant to join your grandkids for a walk or a picnic. You're not worried about what might happen if you lose your balance. Imagine waking up one morning, stepping out of bed, and realizing you feel steadier. Your legs feel stronger. You trust them again. That's the power of healing from within. And it's possible just by giving your body something it's been quietly missing for years. Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've uncovered today. If you've been struggling to walk far, if stairs have become daunting, if your legs feel weaker than they used to, it's not just getting older. In many cases, It's a clear signal that your body is missing something crucial. Revealed the hidden culprit, vitamin D deficiency, a quiet but powerful force behind muscle weakness, balance problems, and reduced mobility in seniors. We explored how vitamin D supports leg strength, prevents falls, improves energy, and even helps your bones absorb the calcium they desperately need. We talked about how common this deficiency is, how it sneaks up on you as you age, and why it's often overlooked, even by well-meaning doctors. And more importantly, we laid out the simple, actionable steps you can take to reclaim your strength. Safe sun exposure, nourishing foods like salmon and eggs, the right kind of supplement, and a bonus magnesium tip for even better absorption. You've worked hard your whole life. You've raised families, built homes, contributed to your communities. You deserve to move through your later years with dignity, freedom, and the confidence that your body can still carry you. Don't accept weakness as your new normal. Not when the path to strength is this clear and this doable. Your muscles are listening. Your bones are ready. And your next step could change how you feel every single day. You can do this. You absolutely can. Now, it's your turn. You think you're getting enough vitamin D in your daily routine? Will you try adding one of the foods or habits we shared today? Let us know in the comments. We read everyone. And if this video helped you feel more hopeful or informed, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more videos that help you age powerfully, with strength, confidence, and dignity. You deserve it.